The first thing to do before you generate a report is to log into the Trialex system, as you can see here from the home page. And in my case, each user will have their own account. And then there are 3 tabs, as you can see from the top here. The one that you would control the attributes of your report is under Study Conduct, so click on that. And these are the lists of all the studies you have access to. This example is the 1102 study. And what we need to do is update the attributes to the reports, which is this icon here. When you go into the attributes, this lists all the reports that are defined for the study. You can define your own simply by clicking on the New button here. If you were to do that, it starts out with a fresh blank report, and you can give it a name such as TAE or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and show you an existing one, but one thing to note is that when you start a new report, the template contains some of the standard headers are going to be carried over. So in this case, when I define the DMOG, it has all of the attributes that are carried over for the header, but then I can decide on what title to give it. Note that there's some runtime variables such as the order that will resolve to the order number of this report. If there are many, that order number will change. The date, time, and the user ID and other things such as the justification here are also our runtime variables that get resolved. So once you define this inside your program, you can capture those attributes. So now that I've defined those, let me go ahead and close this down. I'm going to go and capture, sorry, I closed down the window, capture the program that contains those attributes. So if I go close this down and go to my program here, so inside my program, what I would need to do is I would need to call the macro getReports, which is the first macro that captures all the attributes. And all you have to do is refer to the name of the report that was defined in this example as TDMOG. And then you can do your prop report. This is just an example, but then followed by other macros such as page number that rearranges the page number, YY of like 1 of 20, that type. And also you can have other macros such as text to RTF, which converts it to RTF at the end. So if I were to run this program and submit that, it will actually capture the attributes that I define on the Trialex browser interface. And if I go to the output now, I can see that this report is produced, and the titles, the number 1 is resolved from that runtime. All the standard title headers are carried over from the definition. And also the footer, it's a little bit long here, but if I scroll down, you can see that the footer is also captured and resolved to the, I guess I didn't define the program name, but things like date, time, which are runtime variables, and the username. So there are other macro variables which I can define, such as the data and the program that I'm using. But that's how you can dynamically generate your standard reports, and the attributes are captured within the Trialex system.